Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new here and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell is switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Firstly, if you are wondering about the makeup that I've got on right now, I have just tested the new P. Louise Read All About It Nude Eyeshadow Palette. This video will be up way before this one goes up, so if you'd like to see my honest thoughts and opinions, then just click the link in the cards, I think, or the cards, and in the description, and you can go over and watch that video after you've seen this. But for today's video, I'm just going to do a quick little sit down chatty video. I don't do very many of these nowadays. I'm all about the eyeshadow palette reviews and stuff. So I'm just going to sit down and do a quick little video about all the makeup that's on my wish list. Now, if you are an obsessive makeup lover like me, it will come no surprise that even though I have so much makeup in my collection, there are still items that I really want in my collection. Like, I have tons of eyeshadow palettes, I have tons of everything in my collection, but if you are a makeup addict like myself, you will know that you will never be satisfied with the amount of makeup you have in your collection. So I do have a list of stuff on my wish list. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the biggest wish list purely because I do buy a lot of makeup that I do want in my collection, but some stuff I just either haven't got round to buying myself, are too expensive and don't want to buy it myself, or things that I'd rather ask for like Christmas or birthday, etc, etc. So let's just start off with my like general wish list, and then I believe I have wish lists on Beauty Bay and on Colt Beauty, and I will link everything down below in the description just in case you want to go and have a look at anything. So let's get into it. There's obviously stuff that I've asked for Christmas, which is a little bit different, but I'm gonna do like a what makeup I got for Christmas. I've done that for like maybe 2 years, so I'm just going to continue on this year. So anything I get for Christmas, that will be like a whole separate video. But for my actual wish list, firstly is one that I've wanted for absolutely ages, but because it's so expensive, I'm not buying it myself, and it's the Ciate London Glowy Blush in the shade Pinch Me. I'll put photos up here so you can see, but it is like a peachy glowy blush by Ciate. Make Me Up Miss is actually the person that made me want to buy this, but it's like £22 and I've not got the funds to spend £22 on a single blush that is like, no word of a lie, about that big. So yeah, that's not something I'm gonna buy myself. I don't know when I'm gonna get it. I mean, Black Friday is coming up. I don't know when this video is going up, but Black Friday is approaching, so maybe there'll be a good discount on it and I can buy it. I'm not sure, but yeah, that is just way too expensive and I can't just buy that myself. The next one is kind of a repurchase, but one that I haven't got round to, and it's the Too Faced Sculpting Concealer. Now, I absolutely love this concealer and I did have it in my collection for quite a while. However, it did go off and I am yet to repurchase it. So again, it could be a Black Friday purchase. It's just such a nice, hydrating, very good coverage concealer. And if you know me, you know that I do prefer a more hydrating, full coverage concealer rather than the matte concealers, because even though I have an oily T-zone and combination skin type, matte concealers just don't sit well on my skin. So I do prefer the more hydrating ones, and literally everyone and their nan raves about that concealer. So yeah, it's just one that I'm yet to repurchase, but it's on my wish list anyway to remind me that I do need to buy it. The next one is the Fenty Cream Bronzer in the shade Butter Biscuit. So basically, I have just recently discovered my love for cream products. If you would have seen my makeup I forgot about video, I actually tried the Huda Tantor for the first time and I fell in love with it, and I have used it since that video and I'm literally in love with it. So now that I know that I can use those products, I now want more. So the Fenty Butter Biscuit one is on my wish list. However, it is £28 and again, not something I'm gonna purchase myself. I actually got the Huda Tantor on sale for like £11, so that's why I bought that one. I wouldn't have bought that full price because I think even that one's like £26. But yeah, the Fenty cream bronzers on my wish list. I actually had a lot of Fenty stuff on my wish list, but I recently picked a lot of it up, so I did tick off a lot of it, like the cream blush. I got that recently and I have been loving that one as well. So yeah, I'm becoming a bit more of a cream lover. I never used to be, but yeah, that's why that's on my wish list. The next one is another Make Me Up Misser influence, and it's the Real Techniques Brush Crush Powder Brush 3. I think that's what it's called. It's just basically the powder brush that she uses to set her face. I do have a powder brush, but it's a very small powder brush. It is the Real Techniques powder brush, I don't know, but it's not a big surface. I do have bigger face powder brushes, but they're too flimsy. The one that she uses is quite dense but big at the same time, so when she sets her face she can cover a lot more area of her face, if that makes sense. So that's why that one's on my wish list. It is £12 or so, I think. Again, I might check Black Friday when Boots do their deals to see if I can get that on offer, but yeah, that's another thing on my wish list. Next is the Huda Khaki Eyeshadow Palette. So I have recently, as I said in, I think it was my P. Louise video, I said this, I've become a bit of a bougie bitch recently, and basically I've just been wanting to collect a lot of high-end makeup. Don't know what's overcome me. I am usually a drugstore gal, and I am like 80% of the time, but there's that little 20% where I'm like, I would really like some like high-end makeup as well. And I've fallen in love with Huda Beauty. I absolutely love that brand, and I really want the Huda Khaki palette. I think she come out with like a Haze collection, or is Haze one of the palettes? I'm not really too sure, but she come out with 3 of those £9 palettes, and I really want Khaki. And I also want the new one that's on exclusive to Colt Beauty, you know, the gold one. That's another one that I really want as well. Next is the NARS Soft Matte Foundation in the shade Mont Blanc. Oh my goodness. I've never wanted a high-end foundation more than I want this. Kind of another Make Me Up Misser influence. She did try this and she absolutely fell in love with it, and it looked beautiful on her skin. And for someone who has like a combination skin type, the Natural Radiant foundation is beautiful, however it doesn't last very long. So I really want to get the soft matte foundation because obviously it's in the name, it's a matte foundation, so maybe that will work better for me. Also, it's £28, which is not too bad, and you get like 45ml of product in it, so is that not like really good value for money? So that one is on my wish list. Again, I think that's going to be another Black Friday purchase. Next, we will move on to Beauty Bay. The first one, oh my god, it's got even more of a discount now. Oh gosh, I wish I was rich. I literally have no money at the moment and I want to purchase so much, but I cannot. The first one is by Luna Beauty, and it's the Moon Prism Blush Palette. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love the look of that palette. My friend Emily, Miss EC Beauty, has the palette and she's tested it, and I've pretty much wanted it ever since. It is really beautiful, but so expensive. It's £35 on its own, and yeah, I just can't do that to myself. It's way too expensive for a blush palette, and yeah, I'm not going to be purchasing that anytime soon, but it's just something in my wish list. The next one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Mini Dewy Set Spray in Mango. Again, something I wanted. I don't have an ABH spray because the Dewy Set one was probably just not my cup of tea. These cute little mini ones are so adorable, and I want one so bad, but they're like £16 each for this like little bottle, and I can't bring myself to buy one of those. Speaking of Anastasia Beverly Hills, also won the mini Norvina palette in volume 3. I have all of the other ABH and Norvina palettes apart from this one. It's the last one I need to collect to complete my Norvina collection. I love the colour story. It's probably my favourite out of all 3, but I bought the first and second volumes second hand, so I haven't stumbled across volume 3 yet, and I'm not going to purchase it full price, so I'm yet to buy that one. I want the Milani powder blush in Coral Cove. It is a beautiful blush. Again, another Make Me Up Misser influence, but it is about £13, I think. Oh, £12.75 for the blush, which I think is quite expensive for a blush. I mean, Milani, I swear Milani used to be super affordable, but their prices are actually a bit of mid-range. The BH Cosmetics Avocado Toast palette. I have the Mimosa, the Blueberry Muffin. I'm literally just missing that one from the Weekend Vibes collection because I have everything else, like the blush palette, bronzer and highlighter palette. Other things on my wish list are the Makeup Revolution Hydrating Primer. I don't really have a lot of hydrating primers. I think I have maybe 1 or 2. I don't have a lot of them, so I have a lot of pore filling and like smoothing primers, not a lot of hydrating, so that's the one that is on my wish list. And also all the rest of my Revolution mini Forever Flawless dynamic palettes. Tranquil is one, which is the blue one. Everlasting, which is the green one. Mesmerise, which is the purple. Ambient, which is the pink one, and Eternal, which is more of like a soft nude one. Beauty Bay eye base. I have heard very mixed reviews about this eye base, very mixed reviews, but something that I want to try myself, see if I can get on with it. And also the Ordinary, the Balance Set skincare set. I have been trying so hard to get into skincare recently. I recently bought the CeraVe smoothing cleanser and moisturizer cream thing, and I've been using it the past couple of days. I'm trying to just like kick myself into getting into a routine because I'm so bad with skincare. I'm a bit of a nightmare really. And yeah, I'm gonna try and get myself into a skincare routine, so I wanted to pick that set up because it had stuff that's really good for my skin situation, if that makes sense. And then let me just head over to Colt Beauty. Let me just head over. You're opening a tab on the internet, Alex. Just a couple of bits that I've asked for Christmas that's on Colt Beauty. So the Benefit Line and Lash Leaders Mascara and Eyeliner set. It basically has Bad Gal Bang and Roller Lash in it, but it also has the eyeliners. So Bad Gal Bang has the pencil eyeliner and Roller Lash has the liquid liner. I love Benefit. It's one of my favourite brands. And I haven't repurchased Roller Lash in such a long time, but that's actually on my Christmas wish list. The Too Faced Salted Caramel Mini Eyeshadow Palette. It is like the perfect everyday palette. It's so beautiful. It's £22 for a mini, which is quite expensive, but Too Faced palettes are about £40, so it's basically just like half of a full-size palette. The Christmas Snuggles and Melted Kisses set by Too Faced. It has 4 beautiful liquid lips in it. I do actually have Sugar Cookie, which is in this set for this year. I still have Sugar Cookie. It's a beautiful nude and it's just another one on my Christmas list. I do love the Too Faced liquid lips. The Natasha Denona, I Need a Nude Glow highlighter. Oh my goodness, £38 for a single highlighter? I don't think so. It does look absolutely beautiful, but I could never pay that much for a highlighter. Pumpkin Spice palette by Too Faced. I almost bought it yesterday when it was on sale for like £28, but my Patreon stopped me. I was trying so hard not to spend so much money yesterday, but I ended up buying some Christmas presents. I ended up buying W7 stuff, and Essence, the Disney stuff, so I was so close to buying it, you guys, but I didn't. In the end, I did not. I'm gonna wait until I get paid next week and see if I could maybe purchase that. The Glow Recipe Fruit Babies skincare set. Now this is another one on my Christmas wish list, and as I said, I've been getting into a bit of skincare recently and I've just heard a lot of good things about Glow Recipe, so that is why I want that one. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Luminous Flash. Hourglass is way out of my price range, way out of it. However, they do like travel sizes, which are still expensive. They're like £24 for a single blush, but it is on my wish list. It's something eventually I would like to have in my collection, but I'm just like not in a rush for, kind of thing. And then I have 2 more Natasha Denona wish list items. The first one is the Mini Bronze and Glow palette. I absolutely love my Diamond and Glow palette. The Bronze and Glow little mini palette, which is £16, which is quite affordable for Natasha Denona, but they are tiny. And then the last thing on my wish list is not a big wish list at all, I said. It's absolutely massive. The last thing on my wish list is by Natasha Denona, and I have just recently bought the Glam palette, and I really want the bronze palette. I'm going to link Chelsea down below. She's one of my friends and Patreons, Chelsea Baxter, and she did a tutorial with this bronze eyeshadow palette and literally fell in love with it. It is so beautiful and I really want it. I almost picked it up the same time as I picked up the Glam palette because they did a really good discount on it, but I stopped myself, needed to be sensible, and I just got the Glam one. But the bronze one, I will have you one day. So guys, that is everything on my wish list. I mean, it's not a small wish list, is it? It is quite a big list. I would love to know down below what items are on your wish list. Like, do you have similar things to me? Or I would love to know. Like, I'm so nosy like that. I just want to know what's on your wish list. So that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button, and of course if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.